guys, Cubehamster here with the how to use and behind the scene video on the Colossus attack robot I released today. I think this is by far like the most epic thing I've made so far, and I really want to show you guys how you can use it, because this thing is up for download, which means you can, you know, paste it in your world and blow up your friends. So that's something we're gonna do right now. Let's see, I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of stuff. I think for the most part, seeing as this build is actually survival friendly, I'm gonna be switching to survival mode, something like that. Oh, there we go. In order to get up there, and that's something I did not show in the video, you actually have to use the elevator, sky elevator, because Colossus actually has a docking port on the back, specially designed for this elevator. So what we want to do is going to go all the way up until it reaches the, you know, extended pistons that stop it, and then once it's stopped, you can get off. And in order to send it back, you cause a block update using a flint and steel on the piston right here, and that sends it back down. And it's important that you send it back down, because if the elevator is still up there, it kind of messes up the entire walking mechanism. Anyways, after you send the elevator down, you want to find your way and work your way up towards the cockpit. And it might seem like a maze, but there's sort of like a path going on right here, all the way up the stairs here, and then around the corner until you reach the cockpit. And you can just, you know, left click the boat, and now you've got full control of the Colossus. In total there's 5 switches. There's the start and stop switch behind me. There's the right mini nuke launcher, that's like the TNT minecarts getting launched, and the left TNT nuke launcher. Precision longbow missile, that's like an air to ground thing, and on the other side we have sequential tomahawks. There's 2 tomahawks in a row, and like the sequential longbow missile is like basically the same principle as the precision bomber. Anyways, once you do that, you want to start the machine, all you have to do is cause a block update on the one behind you, on the block behind you, and the thing will start producing massive amounts of noise, but it will start moving. And this engine is like amazing. It's the freaking best engine I've built so far. If you want to stop it, you just click and it just instantly stops. And then if you want to start again, you just click again, and it, you know, keeps going. So it responds ridiculously fast. And yeah, it's very user friendly as well. There's like a gigantic window for you to stop the mechanism, which is, I think, awesome. Anyways, after you've done that, what you want to do is you probably want to blow someone up. So let's fire the left nuke launcher. And you get this massive explosion. It's kind of similar to what I had on the scimitar bomber. Someone with full diamond armor, protection 4, will probably either get insta-killed or knocked into the air and then die due to fall damage. And it's very, very useful to obliterate any like obstacles when you're trying to walk from one point to another. Anyways, right now the launcher is in the fire position, and before we can continue walking, we have to make sure that it goes out of the fire position, so that you can like see, I hope you guys can see the the little piece of unpowered rail there. That means that it's like in the safety right now, and that also means that if I want to, I can now currently yeah, basically without leaving the cockpit, I can reload the mechanism, and we don't want to leave the cockpit. 6 to 7, that's like fine. And now if I switch back to F5, you'll see like a whole bunch of TNT minecarts there, and they are basically ready to fire again. So I can just, you know, continue walking right now, and the TNT minecarts will stay there. And then once I've reached my next target that I want to blow up, I can just, you know, stop the machine and blow that up as well, blow up all the things. Make sure I click the freaking piston though. There we go. Anyway, as for the missiles, there's the Tomahawk missiles, which is these. One click launches the bottom one, and the next click launches the one on top. And this is kind of similar to the missiles that are on Mega Gargantua. The only difference though is that the mechanism in order to launch them is like 4 times smaller, and that's just because I have a very good understanding of what I'm doing right now, as where to with Gargantua I was, kind of just doing stuff that worked instead of doing good stuff that worked. These missiles are similar to the ones in Missile Wars, game by me and Seth Bling, whereas on impact they'll detonate a TNT and cause chain reactions and stuff, which is also probably the reason you don't want to fire those two missiles too close after one another. There's no like fired state. That means that click once, fire the first one, click again, fire the second one, and then after that it really doesn't matter. You can just start up the machine and it will continue walking. I'm gonna get rid of the boat. As for the Longbow precision missile, this one is based off the principle of the precision bomber video I did a whole while back, where you fire basically a 2-part missile, or you fire a payload and then you fire a second thing that triggers the payload. And instead of using TNT, I figured why not go with more TNT minecarts. So let me click the other one. So the principle is that the front and bottom missile is slightly slower than the one above, and it's set up in such a way that where if the second missile catches up, it will do 2 things. It will trigger the TNT minecarts and launch them down to the ground to possibly destroy like houses or whatever. And after that, I don't want any debris in the air, because then Colossus is still going to continue walking. So what I do is I blow up the missile as well. So it's a kind of a 2-stage thing. It's something you have to get used to when it comes to timing, and of course it is also one-time use only. Although I do have to say though, I already have ideas of how to possibly make like some sort of reload station where you could dock up the Colossus, get an elevator to go back up to the docking area, and then reload 2 Tomahawk missiles as well as a precision Longbow missile. So that's something for the future. Now, when will it trigger? It will trigger when the slime block I'm looking at right now attaches to the slime block right here. So that's going to be, I don't know, in like 10 seconds. I don't think I'm going to hit anything significant, but there we go. I'll probably hit the house a bit. It's a fairly big explosion because it was probably like 20 TNT minecarts that like explode in a consecutive order. But yeah, that's really really cool stuff. And missiles gone, which means that if we want to now, we can continue walking. And another thing I wanted to kind of show is, and that is a big shout out to Panda4994, because I'm actually using a experimental jar right now that allows me to slow down the game, and that's how I got the extremely smooth footage for my video. So big shout out to Panda for setting me up with the jar. Because what I basically did in order to make the footage look as smooth as it did, I recorded together with Mary the Lapis Demon, and we recorded at 1/5 the normal speed, and then afterward we took that recordings and we speeded it up 5 times, and it looked amazing. So big shout out to Panda and Mary for helping me out with that. And I'm sure if you guys subscribe to Panda, in the very near future he'll release the jar for the public, because it's extremely useful. I can just change the tick speed. I could also speed it up dramatically if I wanted to. I'm just gonna change it back to normal. There we go. So I'm going to stop it. So much for the explanation on how to use it. I think it's fairly user friendly to use. If you ever run out of materials in survival, there's like a little storage thingy here, and then you can use a workbench to create more TNT minecarts. Just put iron in here and TNT. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. It's up for download. It means you can go and paste one in a flat world or in a relatively flat area and blow up your friends' stuff, scare them and stuff. It's fun. And yeah, be sure to check out the cinematic because put a lot of effort into that. And be sure to leave a like, you know, support the channel, maybe share it with your friends. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.